The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as the emergency alert pulsed across every communication terminal. Admiral Zex Tara, veteran of 3 interstellar conflicts, felt his 4 hearts seize with dread. "Confirm that signal," he ordered, his scaled fingers trembling despite decades of military discipline. The young Feridian technician's voice cracked. "Confirmed, sir. Long-range scanners detect a Terran battleship entering the Centaurus arm. It's the Relentless." A collective shudder passed through the chamber. Even the most stoic representatives of the unified species flinched at the name. The Relentless was not just any human warship, it was their flagship, a vessel that had single-handedly turned the tide of the Proxima Centauri conflict and established humanity as a force the galaxy had grievously underestimated. "How did they find us?" whispered Councillor Maylora of the Araxian hegemony. This sector was supposed to be beyond their navigation capabilities. Admiral Zex Tara's facial ridges darkened a sign of bitter resignation among his kind. "We continue to make the same mistake. We keep assuming limitations for a species that has repeatedly demonstrated they recognize none." Captain Sarah Chen stood on the command deck of the Relentless, her posture relaxed, but her eyes sharp as she studied the holographic display of the Centaurus arm. Behind her, the crew operated with quiet efficiency, the product of rigorous training and shared purpose. "They've detected us," reported Lieutenant Commander Jackson, glancing up from his sensor array. "Multiple ships breaking formation, probable defensive positions being established." Chen nodded, unsurprised. "They always run. You'd think after all this time, they'd learn it only makes things worse." Humanity had not sought conflict when they first ventured beyond their solar system. They had extended hands in peace, offering technological and cultural exchange. The response had been an attempted quarantine of the unpredictable primates that the Galactic Council deemed too volatile to join interstellar society. The quarantine had failed spectacularly. What the Council's sophisticated algorithms had failed to calculate was humanity's remarkable adaptability and their absolute refusal to accept arbitrary limitations. "Broadcast standard approach protocols," Chen ordered, "and prepare the diplomatic package, the real one, not the standard threats they're expecting." Her second-in-command raised an eyebrow. "You think they'll listen this time?" Chen's lips curved into a slight smile. "Probably not. But we always offer the hand before the fist. That's what makes us different from them. That's what they've never understood." On the Galactic Council's command station, chaos reigned. Defensive fleets scrambled into formation, ancient weapons systems grown to life, and evacuation protocols initiated automatically. "It's maintaining course," reported the tactical officer. "But it's broadcasting on open channels, standard approach protocol and a request for diplomatic communication." Admiral Zex Tara frowned. "A trick. The humans don't negotiate. Everyone knows." "Sir," interrupted the communications specialist, "I've analyzed the transmission pattern. It matches every diplomatic first contact protocol in our database. It's legitimate." The Admiral hesitated, centuries of propaganda warring with his tactical instincts. In 300 years of galactic service, he had never once seen evidence that the terrifying stories about humans were exaggerated. And yet, "Put it through," he ordered suddenly. Full broadcast to the entire defensive fleet. The chamber's main screen flickered to life, revealing Captain Chen's face. No battle armor, no threatening posture, just a human female in a standard uniform, wearing an expression that Zex Tara couldn't quite interpret. "This is Captain Sarah Chen of the Terran vessel Relentless," she began, her voice calm and measured. "We have detected your presence in what you designated restricted zone, C-117. We are not here to engage in hostilities." Admiral Zex Tara's ridges pulsed with confusion. Then why bring a battleship of the Relentless class to a restricted zone? Chen's expression remained neutral. because you only listen when you're afraid, and we have grown tired of being ignored." The truth of her words struck Zextara like a physical blow. For centuries, the Council had relied on fear and isolation to contain humanity, never once considering genuine diplomacy. "We are prepared to open formal diplomatic channels," Chen continued. "The Relentless carries a full complement of ambassadors and cultural attaches." Or her eyes hardened slightly. "We can demonstrate once again why attempting to contain humanity has never worked and never will." As the transmission ended, Admiral Zextara realized humanity's greatest weapon had never been their adaptability, their tenacity, or even their formidable battleships. It was their willingness to extend peace even to those who had denied it to them, and their absolute determination to be recognized as equals in a galaxy that had tried to cage them. The greatest fear was not what humanity would do if provoked, but what opportunities had been lost by failing to embrace them as allies.